All right, so we've already got our water boiling for our soft-boiled eggs. So we're going to do our marinated eggs here. Um, so you're going to start off getting your water boiling. We're going to take it down to just at a simmer because we're going to make sure that this water is already at 212 degrees for when we add our eggs. That way we know exactly how long these eggs will take instead of just adding them in, bringing up the water with them because depending on the power of the stove, depending on the ambient humidity or the starting temperature of the water, all that stuff, it can drastically change how long it takes to bring that water to a boil and how long those eggs are at different temperatures. So to keep it consistent, we bring it to a boil first. I slowly put in my eggs with my tongs, and I'm going to let this go for 7 minutes. While that is going, we're going to get our marinade together. So I'm starting off with a half cup of dashi. Then we're adding in a half cup of soy sauce. This is low sodium soy sauce, so we'll actually be adding in salt later to make up for that uh, the lack of salt in there. Next, I'll be adding in about a tablespoon of rice vinegar. This is a little bit untraditional, but it turns out really, really well. Next, I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of sugar. It'll give it a nice little sweetness. I add in another tablespoon later because I found out that it needed a little bit more. Now we're adding in my salt, about a teaspoon of salt. Again, just to make up for that salt that's not in the soy sauce that we got. I'm just giving it a quick little stir, make sure everything is all together. I just want to feel and make sure that those granules of salt and sugar get dissolved nicely. Now I'm going to be adding in a quarter cup of water. And if you taste this stuff, it's nice and pungent. It's very heavy in umami. It's got a little bit of a ting with the rice vinegar. Typically, you'd sub out the rice vinegar for dashi or maybe sake. But with this one, we're just going to run that rice vinegar. We're going to pickle it a little bit. All right, we skipped ahead. We're now close to that minute mark. I've got my ice bath ready so I can shock the eggs as I peel or before I peel them. Make sure that they're nice and cool to the touch. And so we're just letting the clock tick down as we get there. As you notice, I clean as I go. As I was finished with all my stuff, I cleaned up, did all of my dishes that I needed to, and I came back. This is all within a 7 minute time period. So we're just waiting for that time to wear out or run out. And you'll see I'll grab my tongs and just get those directly into that ice bath. Now this is called shocking the eggs. It'll stop the cooking process. Make sure that we keep those nice and runny egg yolks that we want from our cured eggs. Right into that ice bath. You don't have to wait too long. They cool down really, really quickly, and you'll see how I peel these. I'm just going to turn off the water and move it away. All right. My eggs are already nice and cool. I'm just going to throw on some gloves before I peel them. All I was doing was feeling the temp of those, make sure that they'd all cooled off. It really shouldn't take too long. All right. Now, the way I typically peel is I give them a little tap on the bottom, on the fat side, a little tap on top, and give a very, very gentle roll. If you squish too hard, they will squish. These are soft boiled eggs. They are not particularly firm like you're used to. After you peel them, you're able to feel them and feel how squishy and soft they are. So you can check how you did on that egg yolk, because that egg yolk should be relatively tender. As you can see, those squish very nicely. Do the same thing with the other one. As long as you do these right, they should peel very, very nicely. Again, just you can see how nice and squishy that guy is. He feels great. And into there, and then we'll put them in the fridge for overnight. Realistically, you want to let these sit for about 2 to 3 days.